These are the new chargers in Silverthorne, right over here. These are the 250 kilowatt chargers. They are about a mile off the freeway, so farther down the road than the other ones that are closer to the touristy area. But it's nice and quiet around here. There's a gas station, come and go, and convenience store, and you get some great views. A lot of new housing around here, so yeah, this place is really being built up. Look at all that. So it's nice and sunny. Amazing views. There's a lake actually that way, which we'll pass. I think it might be actually Silverthorne Lake. That might be what this is named after. But anyway, I got here with I way overcharged because I was gonna go farther to Edward, Colorado, I think it's called. But so I got here with 25 percentage to spare. There was some traffic. I probably lost about 15 minutes. I don't even know why there was traffic. It wasn't like, anyway. So when I plugged in here, I was getting 156 kilowatts. I'm sure it's going down now. It's cold. When I checked the weather this morning in Silverthorne, it was -4. It's sunny now, and stuff on the road is melting, so I don't know, it feels like low 30s, maybe high 20s. A little bit of a breeze. That's a cold breeze. Yeah, really nice mountains though. Here at Glenwood Springs, got here at 33% and it peaked at 108. These are 120 kilowatt chargers, so I don't know what the deal is. And we've been going downhill a lot. So the batteries had lots of regen and power output to keep it warm and stuff, so I don't know why it's going so slow. Alright, so I charged up to 91%, and I'm gonna try to skip the Grand Junction charger, which is another slow charger. It's 120, and I'm gonna try to go straight to Green River, Utah, which is 183 miles. So,
now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Hold on, I gotta navigate this roundabouts. It's confusing because they kind of have two right next to each other. It's more like a round of 8.
Now enter the roundabout and take the fourth exit.
Look at those mountains though. Bet I could throw a football over the mountains. Anyway. So 180 divided by 2 is 90, so it would take 90 kilowatt hours to go that far if I was using 500 watt hours per mile. I'm still partly in the mountains, so that means part of this trip is going to be downhill, so I'm definitely not going to be using 500 there. And then there's no wind, it's only in the 30s, it's not like in the teens, and it should be smooth sailing, so think I can do it. But we'll see. Got a little bit of snow on these red dirted mountains. Oops. So we are doing pretty good here on charge and stuff. 366 watt hours per mile. Most of what we've been doing has been downhill, and the system is acknowledging that. So the estimated percentage that we'll arrive with has actually increased. So no constraints on driving for energy reasons. So yeah, we should get to Green River at 7:45 p.m. I'm not sure if Green River is in the same time zone as Colorado. I forget where the mountain and central stuff starts. Mountain and Pacific time zones. So I might be gaining an hour, I'm not sure. But anyway. Oops. And I just got locked out of autopilot. And I guess I gotta stop and put it in park. Almost 8 o'clock here in Richfield, Utah. Got here with plenty of charge, and I decided to stay the night in the hotel since my back wasn't feeling too great in the car. And good thing I did, because I didn't feel too good last night. So feeling much better now. Very nice morning, super sunny. Ready to hit the road. I didn't leave the car charged up or plugged in last night because I didn't want to get idle fees. But I still have 88%, and so we're gonna go to we're gonna try to go to Mesquite, Nevada, which is I don't know how many. It's pretty far. It's like 180 miles or something like that, and it's telling me to charge at Beaver, Utah for a little while, which is fine. They've got, oh, that's only 150s. Beaver. I want to avoid St. George if I can. Oh no, Beaver has the fast ones, yeah, so okay. So we just need to get to Mesquite after Beaver. So I'm here at Beaver, Utah. What a nice morning. It's about 30 degrees, but the sun is warm. There's no wind. The mountains are, you know, mountains. You can't see them because it's so blurry, but I can see them because I can see well. There. Hey, look at that. Actually, it was because of my coat. Anyway, so I got here, I was supposed to get here with 50-something%, but I prioritized speed since I had so much battery. This wasn't a very long jaunt, but I wanted to stop here because these are 250 kilowatts. So I got here with 46%, and it actually jumped up to 126 kilowatts, which is pretty good for my battery at over when it's over 40%, and then it dropped pretty quickly. So, and it said I only need 12% of my battery to charge up to get to the next one, which is Mesquite, Nevada. This is Beaver, Nevada. I mean Beaver, Utah. I may have said the wrong one. Mesquite, Nevada is the next one. That's a little longer trip. I forgot how long it is, but I'm gonna go there because that's another 250 watt hour or kilowatt station, and then after that I have to figure out, like, hopefully I can skip Vegas. I will be skipping St. George, which is good because that one's out of the way and it's also like very underdeveloped. It's an old one. I think they're limited to 120 maybe, and there's like only 8 to 10 stalls. A lot of people go through there. It's conveniently located next to a Starbucks and stuff, but you know, it's I mean, I like stopping there in terms of location, but I don't want to deal with just the slow chargers or the fact that it might be crowded. St. George, Utah, it seems like a really cool place. So here we are. Yeah, last night in the hotel was not too good. I mean, I slept well, but I woke up twice not feeling good. Once at 4 and then once at 6:30 in the morning. So luckily that's over with. Won't go into any details. Took a shower and feel so much better. Feel so much better right now. Yeah. I'm now at the Mesquite Chargers, next to the Mesquite, what do you call it? Gambling place, casino. There's also a McDonald's on the other side, a little too far to walk. Gas station, Shell gas station right here with restrooms and convenience store, so that's nice. Pretty amazing weather. It's now 60 degrees, typical of the Southwest. And these are all 250 kilowatts. I haven't been here before, at least that I remember, so it's good to know these are here. Nice and fast. And yeah, so I'm gonna charge up quite a bit, and then I'm gonna get some lunch and then head out. The next stretch of chargers is only 150 kilowatts. Well, there's the Vegas ones, but I don't want to stop in Vegas. So there's Prim, Nevada, and then there's Baker, California somewhere. There's Yermo, California. So, and those are all, but the Baker one I think is the biggest. There's like 40 stalls there now. And when I checked, they were at least half full. So that's probably where I'll stop. Because it's far enough, and they have it's one of the more recent ones, so I think the infrastructure is built up pretty well. But yeah, it's pretty smooth sailing. It's been mostly downhill since Richfield, Utah, so I used very little energy. I was maximizing my speed, I'll just say that. But I still wasn't able to use enough energy. The weird thing is, when I was where did I just charge from? In Beaver, it was estimated that I would get here with 10%, and then as soon as I left, the estimation started going up and up and up. And so I got here with 30%. Like, I could have left way sooner than I did. So it's just so hard to predict the estimator in the car. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it still thinks it's cold. I don't know. But it was all downhill, so I gotta remember when I go back the other way, which I've done before, but it's gonna take a lot of everything from Southern California all the way up to Silverthorne is uphill with some, peaks in between, but so there's a lot of extra charging that has to go on. Anyway, yeah, pretty nice here. getting warm now. So back back at Mesquite. Took my jackets off. I was gonna put my sandals on, but I can't find them. And found my prescription sunglasses. They're a little one-legged, but they work. And they're polarized, which keeps the glare down. Still got an hour and a half to the Baker charger, and I got 51%. It says I'm going to get there with 9% to spare, which is probably about right. We're making good speed, and time is average. I'm spending a little extra time charging, so that's how it goes. So made it here to Baker, not Barstow. Barstow is one of the older ones. This is Baker, California. Very deserty. Found a cool little shelter over here. Yeah. Anyway, I got here with about 9%. And technically, I can just charge up from here. It's 150 miles to my destination, which is kind of east of Pasadena. And yeah, so I could just charge here and charge when I get to my destination. It's a little bit iffy. There isn't always overnight charging there. So, and I'm also a little ahead of schedule, so I might stop in Hesperia, where there's some 250 kilowatt chargers, and charge up a little bit there. I'm now in Hesperia in Southern California. Coming down the mountain, I stopped here. It's just off the freeway, and I've never been to this one, and it's 250 kilowatts. So I figured I'll add a little bit just in case I can't charge tonight. I was supposed to get into my destination with about 20%, so I don't know, maybe I'll add another 20% here and then cruise along. Traffic is building a little bit. I have to take 15 to westbound 210, and there's a little bit of traffic on that, so we'll see how that's going to go. So being in a hurry isn't necessarily going to work. There's also some, this is a Prius in case you're wondering, and there's some charge point chargers right here. So the Tesla chargers are here, and then they wrap around a little bit. So I made it to my destination at the public chargers in Glendora, California, which is east of LA. And it's actually kind of in a, it's like a black hole of supercharging. If you look at the area where the 210 freeway and the 57 freeway meet, there's kind of a lack of, it's an empty space of superchargers. There's some east to it, there's some west to it, there's some south to it, but for some reason it hasn't gotten a supercharger. So hopefully sometime. But anyway, yeah, I got here at a good time. I think it's, when did I get here? Like 4:30 in the afternoon. So definitely a good time and faster charging when you've got dry conditions and warm weather and 250 kilowatt chargers. I can't imagine how this trip would go with, you know, one of the newer batteries, like in a Model Y, Model 3, or the new Plaid, or even just the refresh Model S. My vehicle peaks out at about 170 kilowatts and then drops pretty quickly down to like 90. But the new ones, they can keep a pretty fast rate of charge, so that would definitely shorten your travel time, which is awesome. Anyway, yeah. Gets a little chilly here at night, but yeah, it's really nice. So anyway, that's it for this leg of the trip. I will be doing some videos on the way back, but probably not quite this much. So anyway, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.